morning, everyone. My name is Stephanie Cates, and I'm with Merchant Processing Solutions. But for today's podcast for the Chamber University, I am interviewing Isabel Maguette, and she is with Sports and Activity Directory. It's a very unique, as I feel, print medium that has quite a splash in the Westin, Florida community, and therefore I actually wanted very much to interview Isabel. So Isabel, welcome. Thank you for being here today.
Good morning, Stephanie. Thank you so much for having me today. Like she said, I am Isabel. I am with Sports and Activity Directory, and I am the Western area publisher here with you. Thank you.
My pleasure. So the Westin, how long has the Sports and Activity Directory been in the Westin community?
Yes. So coming up on the next issue, which will be October, the month of October, we will be celebrating the 20th anniversary. So that says so much about the magazine in itself and the timing and trajectory of the years passed by. Amazingly, we'll be celebrating the 20th anniversary.
Isabel, what do you believe attributes to the fact that it's such a popular, I mean, how did you get to be such a popular, I see it everywhere. And how did that happen?
Well, first off, a difference of the other magazine, the Sports and Activity is a directory magazine, and more than social content is a source of information. We have information by category, and not only serving to the community, also we get back to the schools where articles and highlight what's going on in our schools and our community. But also we have the directory of sports and activities for kids. And I think not only Weston, but the 5 cities that we publish are very unique because we are always constant having a young family with kids moving on. And that's how we become as a source information for them.
So you're telling me, so where can I find this magazine? So you report, how many issues do you do a year?
Yes. So one thing that we established when the magazine was originated 20 years ago, that we got approved by Broward School because the content is to serve to families and kids in school. So while we are approved by Broward School, we are the only magazine that distributes this directly to the schools, goes to in the teacher and the kids' backpack, and from there to the hand of the parents. That it's very resourceful, have the information right there in their hands, quarterly printed, and then each issue also has events of activities of the city, which is one of our highlights and most popular probably pages besides the Sports and Activity Directory. So you might see us in every school, and each summer is change of activities in most of cities, new families coming, new families moving on. So we are right there. After you sign up your kids at school, you can find us and we can help you, guiding you what is about in the city.
Last summer, there was a new neighbor that came in down the street with 4 children. And of course, I've known you for a while, and I made friends with them, and I said to them, do your kids play sports? And they said, yeah, but we just don't know anything yet. I said, don't worry about it. And I was actually at I want to say Publix, and I believe I picked up one, was it at Publix, or because I don't have a child in school anymore, but I believe you have publications that also go elsewhere. And I gave it to him, and he says, oh my goodness, we were so glad you gave that to us. It basically told us everything that was available in the community.
Yes, so that's what I said specifically. I can speak about Weston, that they are the #1 reason they moved to Weston is for the schools. So while you buy the house, you go register your kid's school, you can find us right there. And it's very common, that question that you just described. After I just arrived, then I need to my guide around the city, especially with your kids and activities. You need to sign up early because all the industries, many industries, they need early registration. That's when we come to be helpful to families either living here or they just move here, they can find most of all the activities for kids and registrations and more, because we have the events page around town, also family and kid that you can find anything that is family health information and directory as well. And the last one will be the academic directory. And only in May, we have the summer camp directory as well. So it's ready printed and be distributed this week coming up in all your schools.
So let's go generically and say, I hear a lot that the magazine industry is dying. That, most people don't want to pay for the shipping and the price for the magazine, and then it just goes in the recycle bin. But yet you've been very successful. Is that success because of the type of magazine you are making? And how do you feel about other industry magazines?
I would say generically it maintained. Did you know that in the last research, 56% of residents, they still love the reading paper magazine. And it's a different effect. Even though during the pandemic, we had more and more social media industry, social media companies. But one characteristic of that social media to be successful, you gotta be repetitive many times. So a difference is the magazine, you can find the magazine you have in your hands, you take your time, you take your pace and read information carefully, and you take more attention in one reading than trying to find some slide in the screen of your phone going many times to try not only understand completely, but then also get all the information. And that's what makes a different, a reading a copy paper, either in a book, either in a magazine, and brochures. I don't know if you have seen that, even though we go to the same doctor every day, you find the brochure. Why? Because I'm going to take that brochure, I'm going to go home, I'm going to have a sit down and I read carefully in my own pace and digest all the information that I just have in that little brochure. So the same thing, the magazines, right? So you have a pace of slowly more understanding and capture all the information that you're having rather than just fast pace on the other platforms. And that's what makes successful and actually most wanted, because not only you are this putting in practice, right, reading, but it's so important, your eyes. I remember my father said he read until the last day of his existence, but it's reading maintain not only your brain, your eyes, your capture, and many other skills that we need for us as a human keep moving. It's just like a little motor, just keep moving to that. So, and that's what is important, copy paper copy magazine.
So in your particular magazine, you say you're like a directory. I have not seen a telephone directory hit my doorstop, and I would say 5 years. This type of directory is extremely specific. And basically, what kind of information would you require from a potential customer for you? So a customer is somebody that wants to be in your magazine, and they would want to. So talk to me about the different opportunities that, for example, your magazine gives to someone that wants to maybe be in the Westin or Pembroke Pines or any of the other areas that you service.
Yes. So one thing it's so important that either you are a new business or old business, and this is what I learned after the pandemic. Real estate is crazy, and our cities are becoming more and more populated. So if you're a new business, definitely you need to be there. You need to connect with the residents of the city. And if you're old business, definitely you need to inform and educate the new commerce that you are here in Weston and connect community with the local businesses. And actually that's our goal by having a printed advertising, but also mainly because it goes directly through the schools and the hand of the kids and the parent, they pay more attention than coming regular in your mailbox. Doesn't mean it's a different effect. it just make a different effect. And second is because we are directory, we have by category, and it's easy to find with the color coded pages that it can be easy to target what you're looking for. And I would say the last thing is we have also the digital copy. Probably many of you learned after the pandemic or during the pandemic, but we always had the digital copy. So when you read the digital copy, let's say you have your ad in our pages. Me as a reader, I am going through the pages and I press in your ad. That takes me to your website. So it's direct interaction to the customer in your website as and not sports and activities. So we are serving connect customers with companies directly. And as we say, we don't necessarily have a contract. We can do issue by issue. We have so many businesses that they do seasonal. So we have seasonal clientele, we have year clientele, but it's up to you, the importance and one consistency, you can make a difference and easy to find you in each publication.
Is there any other publication locally that mirrors, I mean, mirrors what you guys do? Because I haven't found one. I don't see any other activity, sports and activities that carry stuff about the city per se. I mean, you're very succinct.
Yes, so we are the only directory magazine. And as you see behind me, this is copies from other cities as well. You will never see a highlight of the business here because our goal is we are so proud of each city kids and activities or sport coaches. They are volunteers. So we highlight either activities or either coaches or sports coming up. Because it's important in each city to highlight those things because they are daily activities happening. And because we are directory and we are approved by Broward School, we are the only ones that distribute through your kit and the backpack and comes in the hand of the parents.
Excellent, excellent. So with that being said, tell people how, well, I see your phone numbers up there, but just tell people if they're interested in getting into your next publication, which is in October.
Well, the next issue will be Welcome Back to School. And that one is important. And I will say more important because, like I said, either new business or old business, you need to connect with the residents, new residents or old residents. And it's never too early to start working not only to your budget, but also how we can help you make the best of your business and have it on our pages. So we have Pembroke Pines, Plantation, David Cooper City, Sour Ranches, Coral Springs, Parkland, and of course Westin. So you can go on our website, www sports and activities. You pick the city that you're interested to put advertising on, and then from there we help you. And you can reach us, and also you can find all the cities on our website. You can have the link to read individually each city magazine.
Well, that's wonderful, Isabel. Thank you so much for being here today and doing this recording with me. Again, if you have any information or want any information about Sports and Activity Directory, please give Isabel and her team a call. Also, keep your eyes peeled and looking out for the brand new one, which is going to be Summer Camps issue that actually starts, it's already published and it's going to be distributed starting today. So good luck and thank you again for your time, Isabel.
Thanks so much, Stephanie, and appreciate this time. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
You too.